Hello. Welcome to Conversations with Chiké Evans. Today I'm talking to Miss Carol Riddick, just waiting for her to step into the room, and we're going to get started. Thank you for being here. You could be anywhere. You don't have to be here, but I appreciate you being here. And if you appreciate anything that I'm doing, please go over to the YouTube and like and subscribe and watch the official YouTube page. I appreciate it.
Okay, please tell me.
Wow.
Can you
Voila.
hear me?
Oh, yeah.
When I tell you, I was like, what is happening? What is going on? And you had me sitting here saying, okay, Caroline, get this together. Get it together. Okay.
How you doing, babe?
I will not complain. Hey, family. You listen, I'm
Move
over
your
here
camera
writing
down
out a
just a little bit more so
I
we can.
am.
Yeah,
Look,
there
I'm
you go.
ready to, there we go. Let me do that.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go. I was trying to get this thing. Wait a minute, that's not it. That's it. That's better. Solved. That's good.
I'm digging your art in the background. I like that.
Thank you.
The
Thank
tones and
you.
everything.
Thank you.
I
I
have a
don't know why
Leah.
it's blurred. I gotta work. I guess I have to work this more often because I have no idea why my background is
I
blurred.
think that's
Because I didn't do
the setting, like the setting so it's focused on you.
that. Oh, okay. Well, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. So how you
Y'all
been?
see me.
How's it going?
Listen, I will not complain. I just won't. I will not complain. Ain't no need, right?
That's
There is
right.
no
That's
need.
right.
No
So
need.
what you probably don't know is that, like, I think when I started doing this format, instead of going around with my camera,
Okay.
you were my first guest. Like when I started doing this,
Are
you
you
you were the first.
serious?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
I did not know that. I
and
did
and
not know that.
yeah, and go back. We go back some
Yeah.
years. We go back to like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
We do.
yeah. I thoroughly appreciate you. And I was just saying before you popped on, like I am a sucker for a soprano, and you are like one of my favorite soprano voices.
Oh
So
my.
I'll just, yeah, I thank you for your contribution to the music in the world of art. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah,
I appreciate you and I thank you so much for your support.
yeah.
Listen, this is tremendous. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm going to jump right in and then we can jump around. But
Okay.
Gas Hard,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Did you purposely make it so sultry?
That's funny. No, I don't ever intentionally, make it a point to do anything in a sultry way. But I
Oh,
guess that's how it comes across.
it's perfect. Perfect. Tell me the concept for the song.
Oh my goodness. So I work with an amazing group of individuals, and I
Mhm,
was talking with Denard Watson, Lenny Mobley, with whom I work. Denard plays keys, Lenny is on bass, and Justin McCord and Sabria Joins, who were singing with me at the time. And I said, you know what? I'm ready. I want to start writing.
mhm,
I have some things that I want to get out. And believe it or not, we started writing this song about 2 years ago. And Bria actually came up with the title of it, but I was talking about feeling liberated, and I was talking about feeling. I said, you know what? I'm a good and grown woman. I'm at this big age, and talking about feeling good about where I am in life.
mhm, mhm.
Talking about things, experiences, and being grateful to be out of some things, and grateful to be into some other things. So.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. So that's where it all started. And Bria said, I love this confidence that you have. And that was it. That was the first line. I'm feeling real confident.
Mm, mm. I like that. And I think that, like anything else, as you mature and, you have your experiences and you being an artist, you have to call on emotion to emote, and feel things and deliver it. You resonate with emotion in a different way. I think all artists do.
Mm,
I think I think maybe outside of your average because there's another component to an experience. Because artists think from the point of how do I portray this
Hmm.
in my art form? How can I get this out? And it's all different with every artist. Every artist has their own way of delivering that emotion that they want to portray. And so I think that when artists receive something a certain way, the process in getting it out is a little different, and they have to let that resonate differently.
Oh, let me tell you how. Oh, you just spoke to my soul. You just said that because that's so true. That is so true.
Mhm.
There's so much truth to what you just said. And when we were talking about Gas Heart, and we had just started writing it, I was sharing that typically when I'm writing, I'm thinking about everybody else and how they will receive it, and I'm thinking about how they will process it, and
Mhm.
more often than not, that's what I'm doing, just in everyday life, thinking about the next person and thinking
Mhm.
about everybody else.
Mhm.
And when we did this song, I said I did not want to come from that place because that wasn't what I was feeling in the moment. I felt like, nah, I mean, this is what it is. This is who I am, and it's what it's going to be in this moment. So was from where it came, but it felt so good to it felt so good to write the song,
Mm.
and then it felt good to perform it. Felt even better to perform it. Oh
And
my
so I
goodness.
was going to ask you, that was going to be my next question. When you perform it, does it conjure up all that stuff again? But
Well, so I've not done it live in front of a live audience yet. I've only done it for the video. But I'm saying just being in an open space,
mm,
performing it, it just made me own it more. It really
so,
did.
so now you know, like when the spotlight is on you and you're center stage, and you know how you lay out because you know how to put a mean spread on. You know you look real beautiful on stage.
Thank you.
You'll you'll have all that together. I know it's going to resonate differently. It's going to hit hard. Gas Heart's going to hit hard.
Yes, well, that you know what, that is the hope, that is the plan, and that is the prayer. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
yeah, you're getting this is Carol at home chilling. This is Carol. I was getting ready. There's some projects I'm working on, so I've got to finish some stuff. So I gotta go finish recording some stuff when I get off. When we're done.
Do you like that process? I mean, of course you like it because it's a part of what you do, but do you prefer performing more or do you prefer the creative process?
I prefer performing more.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I get just as much enjoyment, but from a different perspective. So, um, like you were sharing earlier, I have to emote, so I have to feel everything that I'm sharing in order for you to emote. But that exchange of energy, it is
Mhm.
euphoric.
Yeah.
It just that's the absolute best feeling. When I can sing a song and somebody will tell me, like they will wait until after the show to tell me that moment when you did this or when you sang this or the way you sang this or whatever it is that hits them when they share that. That's everything to me.
Now, are you cognizant of those moments or do you zone out? Are you in another
I don't have,
place?
I don't have a clue. A lot of times they have to tell me, like I said, okay, wait, when, what song was that, or when was that, or no, I can't be in two places at one time. Like I'm in that emotion, I'm in that moment. Like if I'm singing about hurt, I'm reliving that hurt. So I don't, I'm not 2000% there. You know what I mean? I'm back in that moment, reliving that hurt, unfortunately.
That time that Shirley Ralph did Diva Simply Singing, and I was backstage. I was in Faith's dressing room and I heard you singing. And I left and I said, I have to go hear Carol sing. I said, because it's an experience. And I think
Oh,
five of us all gathered together and we just ran out front to go listen to you because your voice calls attention.
oh, Jesus, thank you,
Yeah,
Chike. Thank
yeah.
you. When I tell you that. that was a majestic experience for me.
Mhm.
The song, I performed the song Beautiful, which was on one of my projects, and the Baylors, they wrote that song for me. Dean and Marcus Baylor are two human beings that I absolutely love and adore. And I've shared this story maybe just a few times, and in any event, when they wrote the song, Jean wrote the song about her father.
Mm.
And when I first heard the song, I was thinking about God. It just made me feel everything about how God loves and covers me and keeps me in everything.
Mhm.
But I mean, it God the Father. So it just, it meant everything when I was explaining that to her. We had like a tearful moment talking about it. But for that event, it was the first time I performed it with live strings, and it was the Black Pearl Orchestra. I don't know if you recall.
Mhm.
I let me tell you how I almost lost myself up there listening to all of the instrumentation live because you just get lost in it, you know?
Mhm.
And they were magnificent, as you know,
Yeah.
because you were there. But
Yeah.
they gave the song a whole another life, if you will. And
Yeah.
I appreciated that. They were just it was just an awesome experience for me. So
Yeah.
mm,
I
yeah.
almost wish in some moments of that actually that whole entire show, that whole roster, everybody was
Oh,
phenomenal that day. I wish that that was somewhere recorded and I could go back and like re realize those moments again. It was awesome.
me too.
Yeah.
I wish that too. I wish that too because we were, in the back, so we could barely hear one another, but we all wanted to support each other. So,
Hmm.
but I mean, we were supporting each other. There was a whole lot of sisterly love and affection that day.
Yeah, that was a
So
great show.
it
That was a great show.
was.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was a
It re-
great show, and then it was also kind of like a party too at the same time.
wasn't it? Wasn't it? It really was. I said, okay, all right.
Out of the houses in Philadelphia, do you have a
Mhm.
favorite one to perform in?
Okay, in Philly,
Hmm.
that would be I'd say the Kimmel Center. It's the Man and the Kimmel Center. Those two. I love the sound there.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love the sound in those two houses.
I kind of low key knew you were going to say the Kimmel Center because everyone loves the Kimmel
How can
Center. It's
you
just,
not?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
top tier.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So who does Cal Riddick listen to? Who do you listen to?
I'm trying to expand my palette right now. I get so stuck. Like if I like something, if I like somebody, I'm stuck right there. But I know. Oh, it's a shame. But oh, what's his name? It just left me as soon as it was about to come out of my mouth. He sings and I'm about to say the wrong person, so no. Roll some more. What? Um, he's got a whole new project out that I've been listening to. Oh, Caroline, what is going on? What's his name? Now, y'all gonna say she lying because she can't even think of his name, and I am not. I promise. I promise I'm not lying. It'll come to me, man. I'll tell you. But
Okay.
he's the one artist that I've been listening to lately. Well, him and October London. Not no Nina, not hi Nina, not October London, but he sings Rosamo. Rosamo. What's his name? And he has a
Ro?
song with
You
Earth,
talking
Wind and
about Ro?
Fire. It's not
Ro?
Ro. He has a song with
No.
no with Earth, Wind and Fire. The Babyface produced. Um um what? And he has a whole new project out. Oh, see, I'm so embarrassed right now because I love this kid and this kid. I love this artist, and I can't think of his name right now. But
Somebody help us out. Somebody will chime in and say, help.
somebody. I can't think of
Sir?
no, no, not sir, not sir. It's um. Oh, what? Look up Roll Some Mo. Look that song up. It's Carol. I can't even think of this man's name. And that is so embarrassing because, sir, I love you.
We're calling a friend for a lifeline.
Exactly.
So so
Nina, help me, Nina.
so in the meantime, what draws you to music? What draws you to, like, what are you looking for in something that you like? What are the things that stand out that attract you?
Lucky Day. Yes, Lucky
Oh
Day.
yeah. Yeah.
Lucky Day. I am so
He's not
embarrassed.
of this world. He's very different. He's very
I
different.
love him, but it is for that reason. I love him. I
Yeah.
adore Day.
Yeah.
Like I adore him.
And
But thank
I
Nina.
found him
Thank
I found him by way of Raphael Sadiq. Raphael Sadiq was praising his, his talent. And I was like, if Raphael Sadiq is praising him, I have to go check him out.
I mean, how can you not? But I love him. Like love, love, love him. And
Mm-hmm.
and the reason that I do so is because, like you were just saying, he is otherworldly. That's how I feel about him. So there's something different in his music. I can listen to about 5 songs straight, and I feel like there's a different element or like a little piece of extra sauce and something in each song. You
Uh-huh.
know, and I love that about him. I love that about his artistry.
His quality for me is he's a throwback of the past, but he's also futuristic.
He is. Look, Nina shares his rebranding was an epic move. It was. It
Mm-hmm.
really was.
Mm-hmm.
Was.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lucky Day. Again, family, listen. Fault that to my head and not my heart, please, because I do love Lucky Day. I just couldn't think of his name.
When you sing someone else's songs, or you approach another artist's music, what do you look for when you make a selection for yourself to perform?
Well, that's a good question. Although I'm paying homage to another artist when doing so,
Hmm.
um, I look for I look for something with which I can identify, or that I can feel or see myself in, if you will, musically, artistically, and from the voice of the artist themselves.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because if I can't see it, if I say, well, it's a little difficult for me, a little more challenging for me to really get into it if I can't really see it.
So when you were younger, right, and you were finding your voice, who did you gravitate toward? Like, who did you sing then?
Nancy Wilson.
Oh my goodness.
I was
That,
stuck on Nancy
that's why
Wilson.
you're so good.
Is that And I listen, Nancy Wilson, for me, she is the epitome of femininity as a vocalist, but as a woman, she is as well. But I was so stuck on her from the first time I heard her. But
Hmm.
Nancy, Carmen McRae, it was later. It was later, maybe like in my teenage years, that I um was even introduced to Sarah and Billy. Like I didn't in my formative, like, my really, really young years, it was big band and Nancy from me.
Hmm.
Right.
I can see that. I can so see that. That's why your music comes off sultry, because Nancy has a very, excuse me, Miss Wilson has a very robust, classic, and also a sultry sound.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm. I just love her. Like,
It's like
love.
velvet and fine wine.
What? She is. She definitely is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When I had the blessing of meeting her, and
Wow.
I I didn't know I didn't know what to say. Like I did not I just the usual when you see someone that you just absolutely adore, you say, I love you. I just love you. I just love you. I
Hmm.
kept saying it. But she was gracious. She was so gracious. So I appreciate
So
that.
what was it like when the first time you sang with someone that you admired? Because you've sang with a lot of people. You've worked with a lot of other artists.
I have had the blessing to do so. Um I was nervous. Nervous but grateful.
Really?
Yes, I get nervous doing my own shows, but now I will be fearful of the day that I am not nervous. How about that? That's but I I mean I'm always grateful, always
Hmm.
grateful, but nervous. Nervous, I will say. Yeah, absolutely nervous, but also like whenever I work with someone for whom I have great admiration and respect, I'm right into student mode. Right? I'm
Mm.
learning everything. I'm watching. Okay, well, how did they do this? How did they sing this? How did they what everything about their process? I'm soaking it all in. I'm a sponge.
Give me one lesson that you learned, and who was the person? I know you've learned a lot, but
I
just pick one
have.
out and tell me.
I have. I'd say one lesson was from the queen herself, Patti LaBelle,
Hmm.
when she was encouraging another artist to shine, to be who they are.
Hmm.
She was encouraging this artist, saying, don't hold back. Don't hold back. She was saying, I have my light and you have your light. She was encouraged. And she said, and neither one of us basically can take away from the others because
Right.
what's meant, what's meant will be. And she was encouraging this artist to shine. Go ahead and shine. Go ahead, do it. So that spoke volumes to me because, like you shared, I've worked with a lot of people. I've had a lot of experiences in the industry, and I've seen a lot of things, some favorable and a lot less favorable. Um,
Hmm.
and that would have to be one of the epic moments. I was just like, I love her even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
I'm having a moment, and I have to share it because I'm all about the spiritual, and that must be a message for me because this is the second time I'm hearing this message today, and it's about letting your light shine and being true. I was watching an interview earlier today because I watch a lot of podcasts, and Tasha Smith, the actress, was
yes.
giving an interview, and she was talking about there shouldn't be any jealousy. No one should be, feel smaller than another person because if you're being true to yourself and you're letting your light shine,
Right.
no one can take that away from you because your light is
Right.
yours. And
Absolutely.
don't hold back.
Don't ever.
Hmm.
That's a hard lesson though. For
Hmm.
some, I mean, for me, it absolutely it has been, because like I shared, I'm I'm um I'm always thinking of the other person. So there have been times where someone else was more aggressive and I'll step back. I'll step back because that's a different energy.
Yeah.
Because I'm always of the belief that, listen, the world is big enough for all of us. The pie is big enough for all of us. Whatever it is big enough for all of us because our creator made it so.
How
He
about that?
made it so. He made
Hmm.
it so. So when there's energy when that aggressive energy comes, like me,
Hmm.
then I absolutely step back because, like I shared, that's a different type of energy. That's not the same thing. That's not the
Right.
same thing.
Right.
We're never
And
in
it's not as beautiful.
It's not. It's not. It's really not. But we're not in competition. We're not. We're just not. It's not what it is. Now we should all be helping one another. That's what we should be doing. Because look, I've got strengths and weaknesses just like you.
Hmm.
We can help each other. We could all win.
Yes, we can.
Mhm.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
What is your um I guess your ultimate in your mind's eye, your scenario for your ultimate performance? Like what could you possibly dream of to do?
Mm, mm, So you heard me talk about big band. I am, listen, and I've had this experience. I had the experience of being on stage with a big band, but I would love to produce my own show with a big band, but with a spray of artists where we all come
Mm.
and just one it I would and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I just feel like it would be like so much fun, just like one continuous song. Like, we've got intros, outros, we've got segues. One artist is on, that one walks off, the other one comes on while the intro, it's like just I think that would be so awesome. Just so awesome, so awesome.
That
I would
sounds
definitely
like heaven. It
listen.
sounds like
I
heaven.
mean, I think that would be so epic. Like, I just think it would be epic.
So you just did the manifestation part of my show because what I've incorporated is I get my guests to manifest something for
Oh,
themselves.
wow.
So you basically did that part already. So now that you put it out in the universe has heard you and it has no choice but to deliver. So in
Come on.
some way, form, or fashion, that is going to come to you.
Well, come on, universe. Come on.
Hmm.
Let's do
That would be,
it.
I can see that. I can really see that.
Let's
And
do it. Like
with
passing the
all the
baton.
artists that you know and then all the musicians that you know, and I could see y'all coming together and making that a wonderful thing.
I mean, that would be awesome. Awesome. It would just be,
And I could see that being maybe like a 12-hour concert where it's just constant
I'm
music.
saying, wouldn't that be
Oh
awesome?
my
But that would be
goodness.
so awesome. I love that. So, all right, all right, universe.
I could see that. Like maybe in the summertime, like 12 hours in the park or something like that. Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm. I love it. I love it. It could be the sun up to sundown soiree. Love
See,
it.
we already putting it in motion.
The ideas.
Hmm.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. I love
I
it.
love it. So
Mhm.
where can people hear Gas Hard?
Everywhere. Do you hear me? Everywhere. You can find it on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. Look, I don't know all of the outlets, but I promise you, wherever you look, you will find it. You can see the video, the full video on my YouTube channel. Carol Riddick. And guess what? My baby, my fur baby, she's in my video. You have to look like you don't blink twice consecutively because you'll miss her. But my baby is in
What's
there.
your
My
fur baby's name?
Chloe Chanel to be
Oh,
exact.
excuse me. Chloe Chanel.
Yes. Yes. So we were all jokingly, well, no, it wasn't a joke because the guys told me to make sure. Well, she heard me mention her name. She said, "You told me." The guys, the guys said, make sure she receives her credit as executive producer. So,
Wow. Okay.
mm, because she was checking, walking about, checking, equipment.
Do you like doing that part? Do you like the video part?
I I actually loved making this video. I don't always enjoy video. And then they all tell me, shut up, Carol. But I don't particularly, I'm always like, this isn't right. I don't look right. This blah, blah, blah. So they always say, Carol, come, girl, if you don't be quiet. But I didn't, again, I was in my good and grown woman, mood and phase. And I felt like, well, look, this is what it is. And I'm good with it in this moment.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I,
All right.
I enjoy it. Mhm.
And before I let you go, talk to me about your work with Word.
Oh my goodness, yes. So my show with Word was ended. Yeah, but it was amazing. I got to meet some very amazing individuals, and I also got to share some. Look, I didn't even get down the list because I was bringing you on there to talk about life, but that's all right. That's all right. But it was a wonderful and beautiful experience.
Mhm.
It truly was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Miss Carol Riddick, you are always sweet every time that I see you and I meet you. You have an infectious personality,
Thank
and for those that don't know her, it's not fake. That is who she really is. She's such a sweetheart.
thank you, and thank you for having me back. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You know,
Thank
I've always loved you. I've always loved you. I couldn't believe that, like, the first time that I met you, I couldn't believe that we were in communication. I was like, oh my
you.
God, this is the Carol Riddick.
You said that. So I was like, this ain't nobody but me. It's just me.
But I love you and I appreciate you. And you know, Gas Hard has been on repeat for quite some time. I think
Thank
when I
you.
first saw your post and you told me when it was coming out, I was like, yeah, yeah, this is one. Yeah.
I
So
love you, Miss
check out
Brenda.
Gas Hard, y'all. And where can people follow you?
Everywhere. You know, I'm all over social media. On IG, I'm Carol_Riddick. For you, you know that. Man. On
Mhm.
other sites as well, same thing. But if you look for Carol Riddick, you'll see me.
She's Googleable. Just Google her.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, family.
I appreciate you. I love you. And
Love
thank you for the
you.
art. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care. God bless.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.